Presque 10. L'année prochaine, ça va faire cette année, à la fin de l'année, ça va faire 10.
Wow! C'est
trop longtemps.
Ben, non, mais c'est rare, pareil.
Moi, j'avais des semaines qui sont plus là, mais on fait
il y a beaucoup de rotation. Surtout dans les derniers temps, je te dirais, ce qui est le plus dur, c'est l'été passé, là, qu'on a fait une grosse mise à pied. C'était le plus grosse, honnêtement, parce qu'ils ont plus de cours, un peu tout le monde.
OK, c'était pas gros.
Bonjour, moi c'est Catherine.
Bonjour, Gabriel. Bonjour, Gabriel. Bonjour, Gabriel. Bonjour, Gabriel.
Bonjour. Enchanté. Enchanté. Enchanté, Camille.
Bonjour et bienvenue au code Interactif 24 ans. Pouvez-vous confirmer votre liste de Nous sommes la lettre C. Est-ce que vous préférez la lecture des règlements en français ou en anglais? En anglais, s'il vous plaît. For this case, you will have 20 minutes to make your presentation in front of the judge. If your presentation lasts under 18 minutes, you will receive a 1-point penalty for every 30 seconds. If your presentation lasts under 15 minutes, your team will receive the score of 0 on the general ranking for this case. If after 20 minutes you have left on the presentation, you will be asked to move on to the period of questions. At the end of the presentation, the judge will have 5 minutes to ask their question. If after 5 minutes you have not finished answering the question, you will be stopped. During the presentation, I will indicate the remaining time using cardboard at 10 minutes, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds. I will make a countdown using my finger for the last 10 seconds. I remind you that it is prohibited to say the name of your university, and if you do, you will receive a penalty. I also remind the project that it is prohibited to use any electronic device during the presentation, and that the public must be quiet until the end of the period of questions. I will now ask the judge to present themselves, and after you will be free to start your presentation.
Oh yeah, the judges. Yeah, sorry. Gabriel Ivascou, directeur de gestion de programme chez Bombardier Aviation.
Moi, c'est Catherine, je suis Project Manager chez FIS.
Amélie, dans l'équipe de communication marketing.
Magali, responsable du pricing des acquisitions rétention chez FIS.
Est-ce que c'est correct si je peux laisser? J'ai pas. Dans la vie, on entend souvent que le bonheur,
que la solution à nos problèmes est juste devant nous. Il suffit juste d'ouvrir nos yeux pour la voir. Aujourd'hui, votre compagnie, Fizz, vous avez une solution en or entre les mains. Vous avez littéralement un trésor. Mais un trésor qui est un petit peu trop bien caché. Parce que tous vos clients potentiels, les clients de l'industrie de la télécommunication, ne sont pas tous au courant de la solution que vous avez entre les mains. Aujourd'hui, mon équipe, Lead Consulting, nous sommes ici pour vous guider, pour aider à guider vos clients vers votre trésor. Mesdames et messieurs, dear judges, je m'appelle Marie-Jeanne, puis j'ai la chance d'être ici aujourd'hui avec mes collègues Kevin, Anne-Sophie et Elias, puis nous sommes très fiers d'être ici pour vous présenter notre solution. Nous allons poursuivre notre présentation en anglais, mais ça va nous faire plaisir de répondre à vos questions dans votre langue de préférence un peu plus tard. Now, let's get started. Why are we specifically here today as Lead Consulting? We are here to create a growth strategy that will target your regional market in Ottawa, Montreal, and Quebec City within 3 to 5 years. For you, we have 3 main objectives that we want to achieve today. The first one being acquiring 360 new customers per machine that we will install for you. Then, with our Fizz Exchange platform, we want to attain 18,000 new exchanges on that platform that we will create. And finally, with the FizzU members, the name that we give to your current members, we will increase their dual service by 20% while decreasing the churn rate by 5%. With our strategy, we have some roadblocks that we identified for you. The first one being the negative perception of the telecom industry. Secondly, we will overcome for you the fact that you don't have any stores. And lastly, you don't have one-time promotions. Before presenting you our solution, we have 3 promises for you today. The first one being a new distribution channel, followed by the creation of an innovative platform, and finally, today with you, we want to have a great time. Now, we are extremely excited to present you Fizz Your Life, Fizz Data, which is a growth strategy, a 3-year plan that will focus on students as well as young professionals that will acquire and retain them, while keeping your unique proposition of being 100% digital. And that strategy for you will increase your market share by 95%, as well as doing all of this by the end of 2022. We will achieve that goal with 3 different phases. The first one, Explore, where we will install Fizzino vending machines across the region that you want to target. Then with the Discover phase, we will implement a used phone exchange platform for your members exclusively. And finally, with our Unlock phase, we will encourage your customers to acquire a second service you're providing, because you're providing internet, and we will do it while enhancing your current loyalty program. Now, I will pass the mic to Kevin, who will walk you through this adventure.
Thank you, MJ. Now, before you embark on this amazing adventure to the amazing treasure, I'm going to be that person who's going to provide you a few guidelines. And the first clue that we're going to give you is that we see that in the telecom industry, customer complaints have been increasing by staggering 46% from last year, which is causing to a negative perception in the industry. And why so? We see that the wireless and the internet service types is the one where they represent the largest customer complaints. And deep into further analysis, we see that the 3 main reasons that's causing this customer complaints are the following: billing errors, contract dispute, and poor customer service. But don't fear too much, Fizz, because you have exactly the you're well positioned to tackle these issues. In fact, you offer pre-authorized payments that is very easy to use and remind your clients to pay on time, and they can also pay in advance. You will have no hidden fee, and your customer get to select a monthly selected plan that they want by themselves. And finally, you have an online hub, which is 24/7, a community in which FizzU members can help each other if they have any problems. And our first clue that we want to give you is that you must educate your target market about your unique benefits, or all we call it, benefits. The second clue that we want to give you is that all the competitors have created sub-brands, which are targeting different markets. And who are they? They're mainly TELUS, Bell Canada, Rogers, and yourself, your parent, Videoton. And we further segment into 3 different categories: the premium brand, the mid-market brand in which you competed, and finally, the price-sensitive brand. And we can see that that everyone currently has different kind of brands to target different level. So we did even a further analysis for you, so you don't have to do the job. The first one is the premium target market, and we analyze them according to their age, income, values, and finally, the target market and who do they really consist of. Within the premium brand, we say that they're mainly 35 to 60 years old with an annual income of over $50,000. They value key customer service. In fact, they're ready to pay a 16% premium just to have an impeccable customer service. And who are they really? Families. Just like my family who provide extremely, or who pay for me when I'm home and I can watch TV. And they are consistent of a 1.4 million target size. The second one, which is the mid-market in which you competed, are mainly 18 to 35 years old with an average income of $25,000 to $50,000, and they're tech savvy. But let's not forget that they heavily use technology on a daily basis. Someone probably like me who opens their phone for no reason for 150 times just to check the time. And they are price conscious, just like they're price conscious, but they also want the best quality offering. And who are they really? They're the students and young professionals, and they represent a 1.3 million within the three cities, that being Montreal, Quebec City, and Ottawa. Finally, there's a price-sensitive group in which there are people who make less than $25,000 annually, and they're the age between of all groups, and they value price above anything else. And they are mainly consisted of low-income individuals who are mainly immigrants, and they are representing a 2 million target market within the three cities. So what is our second clue to you? Is that you must focus on targeting the students and the young professionals aged between 18 and 34 years old. Now, let's meet Alex and his FIS customer experience. So he has an interest in finding a new mobile plan in which he's going to search online or in store, but he's overwhelmed by the quantity of available plans in front of him. He's going to bring his own device, in this case for FIS, given the fact that that's the rule, and he's going to select the plan that he wants and that he needs. He's then going to order the SIM card in which he's going to receive it by mail at his house 4 hours later. Great, doesn't have to go out of his house. And he receives his SIM card and finally gets to use your main product on a monthly basis, in which he will then be retained through your customer loyalty program. But we kind of identified a few key pain points. The first one being the fact that there's just way too many brands going on and way too many available plans that he's not even aware of which one to go for. The second, the pain point is the fact that he cannot purchase along with a phone or a mobile plan and get the same card all in a one-stop shop experience. He has to do so all in separate steps. And finally, the key differentiating factor for someone like Alex is the fact that in order to retain him and to get him to reuse or rebuy the plans, you need to have a stronger customer loyalty program. So our third clue is that you must facilitate the adoption process as well as enhance your customer loyalty program in order to make sure you can get Alex to buy his monthly subscription fees. So you currently have a unique value proposition, but you need to clearly communicate it to your target market, in that case, Alex. And to do so, we looked at his three main needs. The first one being the fact that he wants affordable prices, since he's price conscious, just like me. He wants a customized plan to tailor his needs, not ones that offer value package with discounts or whatsoever. And finally, he loves rewards, because that's what's going to get him to come back to you. And you are capable of offering all of that. In fact, you have affordable prices with ranging from $20 to $86. You're able to let him customize his plan by allowing him to select his own amount of gigabytes and the features that he wants on top of that. And finally, you offer amazing rollover programs where you can allow him to roll over unused data in the next month, and even best, give the data to his friend, which is something that we don't get to really do with other companies. So what we really came down to understand is that your value proposition is that you're capable of offering customizable plan at affordable prices to this target market. And now that we understand this unique value proposition, we looked a little bit at your marketing strategy. We said that currently you are doing quite a few initiatives in which mainly you are currently partnering with universities where you attend their French weeks whatsoever. You're doing the right job because you're getting where Alex is. But the problem is Alex at that mindset is not really focusing on converting into his mobile network provider. He's really just thinking about the events, that being drinking, having fun, and meeting new friends. But you've got the brand awareness over there. The second thing is your current marketing campaign with your commercials. They're very funny, extremely hilarious that we laughed to ourselves when we watched it. But the thing is, for someone like Alex, he might be a little bit confused because he doesn't really understand what is your unique value proposition and what is the features that you're offering to him that is different compared to the others. So our last piece of clue that we want to give you is that you're best positioned to target Alex. And you need to do so by focusing on the right context, the right places, and you need to communicate your unique value proposition in a very informative, but also humoristic. So you can't lose that little touch of yours. Now, Before I hand you on to the embarking to the amazing adventure, I want to give you the 3 most important clues that you need to retain when you're on this travel. The first one, you need to focus on targeting the students and the young professionals. The second, you need to facilitate the customer journey in order for them to come back and repurchase your plan. And last, you need to improve your communication strategy to deliver more relevant marketing. And now I'll finally pass it on to Elias.
Thank you. Now, of course, every opportunity can be approached different ways. So we considered the 3 most exciting ones being the Fizzy ecosystem, in which we partner with household names such as Audible, Netflix, Spotify, and we offer those services as paid in the plans themselves. We also considered that let's get physical. Why not open in-person stores where customers can walk in and purchase a new phone plan? But the one we all finally considered was Fizz Your Life, which focuses on targeting students and young adults through the new distribution channels and an enhancement to your customer loyalty program. Now, to come to a decision, we evaluated these options on 3 main criteria. First, value alignment. What differentiates you is your unique value proposition, and that's why we looked at that one the most. Next, we looked at total reach potential. How many people can you reach with each of these strategies? And finally, time to implement. We mentioned the opportunity that you have in your hands is gold. It's very important to capitalize on it as soon as possible. Now, when we look at these 3, we see that Fizz Your Life has the upper hand in value alignment, total reach, and the time to implement. Partnership is the quickest one. So after adjusting for these values, we decided to go with Fizz Your Life.
Fizz Your Life, Fizz Your Life. What is it? It's a 3-pillar plan, which will start with Explore, where you will install your Fizzino vending machines to distribute SIM cards. You will then follow with Discover pillar, where you will implement a used phone exchange platform exclusively for your members. And lastly, you will unlock the Treasure, where you will incentivize your current customers to add a second service to their plan while enhancing your current loyalty program. My colleague, Anne-Sophie, will start with the Explore phase.
Thank you, Marie-Jeanne. I'm really excited to start with this hunt with you guys. We'll start with the Pillar Explore, but we'll actually start by looking at Free Mobile, which is a pearl of the French telecom system. Free Mobile. What do? Well, they began in 2012, and how they won the heart of the French people is that they were so simple. 2 plans and something that might sound familiar, no contracts. Monthly basis, that's what people loved. And that allowed them to gain 19% total market share in only 6 years. So this is sort of something where we want to go there. So, they have something called the SIM card vending machine. This is what it looks like. It's not that pretty, but it works. There are over 2,800 SIM card machines all over France as of 2016. But like I told you, it works, but it's not the cutest. We came up with something that's a bit more exciting for you. This is the Fizzino, your unique distribution channel. It is a fizzy bottle which will distribute SIM cards at the most unique places for your target market. How does it work? Well, first of all, you find a Fizzino, you create your Fizz profile on the screen right there. You build your dream plan in less than 4 minutes. We tested it on your website. It's super easy, it's super quick, so why not it be the same speed on the machine? You purchased using your debit or credit card, and then you instantly receive your SIM card and you can begin enjoying your plan. Now, it will be placed in 10 universities. These were strategically placed based on the locations that you guys wanted. So we have Quebec City, Greater Montreal, Ottawa, and Gatineau. This is what Fizz wants. And the opportunities. There are 50,000 international students that come to Quebec, as well as in the Ottawa region annually. So not only will you be targeting the local students that are walking in very dense places and see the big bottles that catch their attention, you have 50,000 international students yearly that most of them arrive, don't have a plan, all they want is something simple, something easy, and they don't want strings attached because they're only here for 4 months. They don't want to pay for the whole year. Now, based on your budget, we allowed ourselves to go in universities, but if you want to go a little bit further, why not go to the university students that arrive straight out of their planes in airports. What is great is that by targeting the students leaving the airports, you will get to also target all the travelers that pass through Yale, which is Ottawa, as well as YQB, which is Quebec City. Now, the benefits is that you dive into a market with a high potential. We also have the FizzWiz team, which I would love to discuss later, and they are the ones who will target appropriately your Alex.
Now, let's continue with the second pillar, the Discover one. Here, this is where we introduce you to Fizz Exchange. We also came up with Fizz Échange for your French version of it. It's similar to a Kijiji interface, where you can find your perfect new phone or also create a post to sell your used phone. It will create a community again between your members. And don't forget, one man's old phone is another man's treasure. Now, what will it look like? Here we go. You can enter in your profile. You can, like I said, similar to Kijiji, classify by region, price, as well as model. You can communicate amongst members, create an appointment, meet them, exchange your phone, pay, and then leave a review after the transaction. Why are we suggesting you this? Why is it the perfect solution? Because this market, this second-hand phone market, is currently booming. When we see the connection with our students, our target market, we can see that for them, buying a new phone, it's too expensive. They don't see the value. They want to save, they want to have discounts. And lastly, they want to create something sustainable, less waste. So, of course, we have some benefits for you. You will increase your customer base. It's completely innovative solution. And when we look at your members, you will be happy. It's a one-stop shop. Finally, they can have their mobile and mobile plan at the same place. And it's a sustainable solution, something extremely important for us. We are closing the loop of the sustainability here. We create an economical solution, and we encourage responsible consumption as well as extending smartphones' lifetime. We prepared a marketing campaign for you to advertise that new initiative, but we will cover it in the Q&A if you want to know more about it.
Thank you, Marie-Jeanne. Our last pillar, which is unlock. You are unlocking the treasure, not only to your current members, but also to the new members. We pinpointed, pardon me, 3 different items that we wanted to tackle. So your goal is to acquire new internet customers through your current mobile members, because your point of entry is your mobile plans. They are so unique. They are what differentiate you in all of the province, in all of the region, in all of Canada. You currently offer rewards, and you can offer even more. An additional monthly discount on the plans, and create the ultimate loyalty tier by unlocking variable rewards. I'll explain this right now. So variable rewards, they will incentivize your members to commit both to mobile and to internet services. Oh, what is great about this is that you have a possibility to win at each try. You keep your members engaged and interested, and the unpredictable rewards, they create excitement. Your customers will keep coming back for more. We can cover this more later.
Thank you very much. So now let's look into the gems and coins we got into the treasure and how this is going to affect your company. Now, of course, you didn't tell us exactly how much money we're making, so we had to make some assumptions. Imagine that you have around 50,000 customers and ARPU in line with your main competitors. We estimated that we can improve your company's revenues with an impressive CAGR of 24% over the next 3 years. And how will this be reached? By all the customers that we're going to be acquiring, by getting them to use also your internet plan and have both services. And we're going to increase your market share by 95%. You also asked us to use the budget smartly. So we took the money for advertising, the vending machines and the platform, as well as the variable rewards. And these are the effects that you're going to see. You're going to have 10.7K new customers. You're going to gain 20 additional locations in physical locations. And the carbon footprint they're going to be reducing by helping people buy used phones is the equivalent of 52,000 trees. And we can cover the rest in the Q&A.
Pourquoi être ici en tant qu'Elite Consulting aujourd'hui? Nous avons aidé à guider vos clients, vos potentiels clients vers votre trésor, votre solution, votre proposition qui est déjà extrêmement excellente. Vous aviez juste besoin d'un petit coup de main pour guider vos potentiels clients vers vous. Nous vous remercions et nous ouvrons maintenant pour les questions.
Congratulations, good job.
Oui, bravo.
Dans votre budget, là, les 20 Fizinios, 148 300, ça comprend quoi exactement?
Ça comprend, on
You can answer in English, there's no problem.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, perfect. So we considered 20 Fizinios for the first part of our strategy. So that's all of the costs, and that includes the operating costs as well as the unit purchasing costs.
And is there like a location cost somewhere?
Yes, we considered a break-even analysis in which, considering a $500 rent fee, you would break even at only 54 new clients per year. And that's 5 times the national average for rent space for vending machines, and then even 10, so 1,000 per rent monthly on a monthly basis. Only 76 new users would break even on the machine.
Votre stratégie là, de plateforme pour la vente de téléphones usagés, est-ce qu'il y a une raison pour laquelle vous dites exclusively for your members et non en acquisition?
Oui, dans le fond, ce qu'on veut vraiment créer, c'est attirer les clients vers votre service. Pour ce faire, on ajoute cette nouvelle plateforme-là. Donc, ça va créer un incentive de plus pour eux pour vraiment venir acheter des produits, puis ça va leur faciliter la vie pour vraiment être avec vous dans votre programme.
Donc, c'est pas seulement pour les membres, parce qu'on dit seulement pour les membres.
Seulement pour les membres.
Okay,
Donc,
mais dans
on
le
peut changer, vendre.
Non, mais tu peux genre t'inscrire et acheter un téléphone en même temps.
Exactement.
Puis moi, je vais rebondir là-dessus, mais qu'est-ce que ça apporte vraiment à Fizz? Parce que, tu sais, pour le client, je comprends que c'est plus facile, effectivement, mais pour Fizz, tu sais, c'est quoi la... Je veux dire, on a un coût d'entretien à gérer ça.
Absolument. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'on s'est dit pour le plan de 3 ans et en respectant vos contraintes budgétaires? On a commencé cette petite plateforme, la Fizz Exchange. Ça va vous amener des nouveaux clients, comme mon collègue Elias a mesuré. Puis si c'est quelque chose que vous voyez qui fonctionne, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire pour vous faire engager un authenticator dans votre équipe? Puis lui, il va recevoir les téléphones. Ensuite, qu'est-ce que vous pouvez faire? C'est un peu l'inspiration de la plateforme StockX aux États-Unis, où les employés StockX reçoivent des chaussures, ils les authentifient et les envoient au récipiendaire en gardant une coupure du prix d'achat. Donc ça, c'est vraiment quelque chose que vous pouvez faire dans le futur, considérant si vous voulez augmenter votre budget pour ce projet.
OK. Puis j'ai une autre question. Au début, dans vos insights, quand vous parlez du programme de loyauté, vous dites qu'il faut l'améliorer, qu'il faut must facilitate the adoption process and enhance its customer loyalty program. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez dire et comment vous allez... C'est quoi votre stratégie pour mettre ça en place?
So for the adoption process, what we meant by that, it was just that it's a little bit difficult for them because they would have to come in and they have to go on your own website, order the SIM card, and do so all separately. And then if they don't have a phone or whatsoever, then it's difficult for them. So we really wanted to see what the other customer, what this customer was experiencing in other stores or other companies, and we realized is that they can do it all in one-stop shop.
Okay.
They can just go in and get it all. And what we realized also with your current loyalty program, it's not that it's bad, we're saying it's amazing, but we want to even enhance it further by creating that ultimate tier exclusivity for them. And by doing so, they're going to want to come back, not only buy your purchase subscription plan, but they're going to also want to buy your internet. And in doing so, you're increasing your customer lifetime value and you're fizzing the life.
J'adore les jeux de mots. Thank you. Puis j'ai une autre question. Tu sais, quand vous parliez du Fizz Exchange, c'est quoi l'avantage aussi pour les clients de le faire? Je comprends que oui, c'est un one-stop shop et tout, mais s'ils peuvent faire la même chose sur Kijiji, c'est quoi l'avantage de venir le faire chez Fizz?
Vraiment l'interface. Vous allez créer une interface qui est tellement plus accessible, tellement plus agréable à regarder. J'imagine que tout le monde ici est déjà allé sur Kijiji. On scroll, on regarde des téléphones, on ne sait pas exactement ils sont où. Vous allez créer quelque chose de super simple comme votre value proposition. C'est une possible.
Est-ce qu'il y a un endroit particulier dans les universités où vous voudriez installer Fizinios? Excusez-moi.
Fizinios.
Oui, bien sûr, on veut vraiment où est-ce qu'il y a le plus de passages, par exemple dans les lobbies. On sait que tout le monde va passer là, donc ce serait vraiment un endroit clé où déposer les machines. Vraiment le plus de passages, c'est ce qu'on retient le plus.
Est-ce que l'achat pourrait se faire uniquement de carte SIM ou ça serait de faire le processus complet, de se créer un plan puis d'acheter?
Donc, le processus, on s'inspire du processus de free. Encore une fois, s'inscrire sur une borne free, ça prend à peu près...
La période de questions est grande.
Ah.
Merci.